ready to go.
Okay. Welcome back, everybody. And for you new people, go ahead and subscribe. And then go back to the beginning of this series and watch the whole thing. It's a pretty fun little transformation. So today we're saying goodbye to the a la carte. It did its job. It went from this, which is just a rusty old frame of nothing, to a pretty hot little cart with a Predator motor with an extended front end and reworked cables and whatnot, and a new motor. And then we used it to run the chainsaw motor. And that chainsaw motor screamed. It didn't last long, but it screamed. It went over 12,000, almost 13,000 RPM, and then it came apart. So today, we're putting the original Predator motor back on. When I say original, I mean the first motor that we bought for it. And we're putting her up for sale. So let's get started. Now, you would think as many times as I've done this motor, I've got this figured out. This should, come on. Whoa, there you go. This should come off easy peasy. Are you still in the frame? Yes, you are. There we go. Had to dig around a little bit for a socket deep enough to get to them. You stay with your friends. I don't want to have to dig around for you later. There's one. There's not two. There's two at the same time. Let's take a look. There we go. And that's all of them. So let's pull that off. And we'll take her over to the bench and separate the motor from the jack shaft. Oh. With the big motor, it's easier to carry the motor over with this already on the go-kart. But with this one, it's easier to just do it this way. As you can see, we had her all welded up, and that's what held her in place. Now, you know, this motor only has about an hour or so on it, but since it did have its brake and oil change, and that was it, we'll go ahead and change the oil now because it's really convenient to do it while sitting on the bench. So we'll grab our handy 10 millimeter, which fits every Japanese bolt ever made or every Chinese bolt ever made. No, that's 7/16. Grab our 10 millimeter. So let's go ahead and do a quick oil change. I just happened to have the other half of the quart that went into it the first time. And it'll let us get a look at the oil, see if we see anything floating around in it that should concern us. You ever wonder if putting air pressure here would speed it up? Make it flow faster? Yawn. Doing it right and doing it fast are almost never the same thing. As you can see, just because it's new oil and it's a brand new motor, the oil does look a little bit dark. I could probably go faster if I tilted it on its side and went through this one. Come on, buddy, let's step it up. Okay, I'll call that empty. Empty enough anyway. Now if you look at the oil that came out, looks a little dark. I don't see anything swimming in it though, so that's a good sign. So we'll go ahead and put an oil in and get our bolted back on. That's the easiest oil change I've ever done on a mower of any sort. We'll put our brand new full synthetic oil in. Let's see where she sits on the stick. We should be able to see the oil at the top here. I don't see it, so oh yeah, I do. I see it right here. Okay, let's get this bad boy back together and get her back on the go-kart where she lives. Okay, motor, go home. Oh, that didn't work. I suppose we're gonna have to do it ourselves this time. One of these times I'm gonna say that and the motor's actually gonna go home. Are we in view? Yep, we're in view. Okay, let's gently lay her in place. Or as gently as you can lay a motor in. There's one. There's two. That one's in. And very, very nice. Looking good, looking good. Well, I've taken a little advice from a local go-kart company, and we've done a few more modifications to the a la carte. We've changed the steering, we've changed the brakes, and we've done a tweak to the motor and to the tweak to the gear ratio. So let's get her out there and see what she'll do. I'm expecting big things this time. I switched you guys around to a front view this time. I figure it'll be more entertaining that way. Let's turn her on. Let's see what she's got. Okay, are we ready? I don't know, let's find out. This Predator motor's got a whole lot more acceleration than that little chainsaw motor has. Yeah, this one climbs hills like they're not even there, or the chainsaw would fight the hill. Let's get over the top of the hill and see what she's got. We got a nice flat ground to run on up here. Okay, ready, set, go. We're still going uphill, but we'll find out. Okay, that's fast. That's pretty funny. I knocked over the camera, so we're gonna have to do it again. Okay, we got a good ways down the street this time. So, let's see what she's got. We're starting off going uphill, but this thing will go just as fast uphill as it will downhill. Holy crap! Yeah, she'll go about 40 now. Probably has a little bit more, but I don't have a little bit more. Okay, this thing's gonna kill me. Power slide. Back in her place. Wow. Okay, according to the phone, we hit 41 miles an hour. That's fast. That is crazy fast. Our goal when we started this project was to see how fast we could get this little cart going. Now, I don't know how fast it'll go, but I know how fast I'll go. We hit 40 on that run, and that's as fast as I want to go on that. I've got to get rid of this thing before it kills me. So I took these pictures, and tonight she goes online. So somebody's going to get hold of it, and hopefully they'll wear a helmet, because I wasn't wearing a helmet the whole time. I don't think that hat will save me. Well, I appreciate you guys watching, and don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next time.